Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our section. Thank you for joining the Women's Sports Wednesday. Yes, we're live. Yes, we're live. Yet, we want to welcome you officially to our today's Women's Sports Wednesday powered by the Untamed. Yes, so today we're going to discuss on the 21st century woman. What does this word mean to you? So this is why you need to stay glued on your screen. Kindly share this link, invite your friends to join because we are going to have an interesting conversation today. We have our speakers, we have Dr. Naomi Osemedua, we have Dr. Ambassador Abdul, and we have Kiki Okewale. So it's going to be an interesting conversation today. We are going to dive into different topics. So, what does the word 21st century woman mean? What does this mean to you? So, to start today's event, I would like you to, tell us your name, tell us where you're joining from. So, today we have the first person to join our live session. Today we have Frances. He's here. Frances, you're welcome to the Women's Sports Wednesday. Can you let me know where you're joining us from, Frances? Frances is actually one of our community member. Yes, Frances, we're happy to have you here. Tell us your location. Tell us where you're joining from. Oh, this is interesting. We also have Mariam Yakubu Ejikeme. Wow, this name is very, very interesting. This is very, very interesting. So, Mariam, please, can you tell us where you're joining us from? Yes, can you tell us where you're joining from, Mariam? Let us know the location where you're joining from. And we have Frances. Frances said, oh, she's joining us from this. That's interesting. You're welcome, Frances, and you're welcome, Mariam Yakub. Yeah, hello, Amaobi. How is Florida, yours today? Yes, so we're going to start this section very soon, but I wanted to do something for us. I wanted to share this link in all your groups, right? You need to invite all your friends to join this section. You need to invite your relatives to join this section. We want everybody to watch this section live, right? Yes. Oh, we have Bamike Oba all the way from Lagos. Bamike, thank you for joining our section. We have Helen from Tanzania. For Tanzania people, I've been looking forward to welcome you all as the first people joining today's section. So good to have you here, Helen. Yes, yes. Oh, Florida is sunny. Oh, that's interesting. That's good. I'm sure you like it, mommy. So, please kindly share this link. Invite your friends to join. Tell them we are live and we need to start immediately. And let me remind you, today we are going to have conversation on the 21st century woman. Yes, that's the conversation we will be having today, right? Yes. So please share the link, invite your friends. You know what you do? Your friends on Facebook, you can actually tag them on this post, tag them so they can be able to join this conversation. And I know you are looking forward. We have amazing speakers on today's section. I can't wait to share with you what they have in stock for you. So this is why you need to tag your friends and make sure you join this section, right? Yes, it's very, very important. You join this section. Yes, 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 yes. So please let me know where you're joining us from. Tell me your name, your location. We want to know where you are connecting from. Yes, we want to know that where you're joining us from. It's very interesting. We know where you're joining. And we want to also know, is today your first time joining the Women's Sports Wednesday? Remember, we started this last month, and this is like our fifth section. So what it means is that every Wednesday we'll bring you different speakers. We have different topic we discuss. So we've discussed about women in business. Discussed about women and money. We've discussed like different topics. But today we are talking about the 21st century woman. So what does this mean? Is there difference between women you know before now and before? Is there any difference at all, right? Yes. So what in terms of lifestyle, in terms of career and all that, right? So we are going to talk about this and how can we be able to leverage on the modern time, what is expected of us, what kind of business should we get involved, what kind of activities should we drive, looking at the current time. Yes, I like the fact that we're already tagging some of our friends to join this conversation. Yes, this is nice. It's good we tag them because they can't afford to miss this conversation, right? Yes, so 1 more minute. Let's get rolling. Let's start immediately because all our speakers are ready waiting for us. Yes, they are ready waiting for us. So, are we ready for this section today? I have Shadi here from Tanzania. I have a lot of people from Tanzania. Oh, Diana Rosie here. You're welcome. So please let us know where you're connecting from. We want to know where you're watching us from. Tell us your name. Tell us your location. We want to be able to connect with you. Yes, right? So in case you're watching us today on our Facebook channel, I also want to let you know, in case you have friends who cannot join this event on the Facebook channel, they can join on the Untamed Nigeria YouTube channel, right? So just type the Untamed Nigeria YouTube channel so they can join us from there also in case they can't watch live on Facebook. Tell them to also watch on our YouTube channel. So I wish to officially welcome you all again to our Women's Sport Wednesday, powered by John Team. And this event happens every Wednesday. And what do we always discuss? All our topic usually around, woman building business. Like we've had like women and money, women in business. Today we're discussing about the 21st century woman. So we're going to talk about what kind of opportunities should a woman leverage on looking at this digital trend and all that. Okay, so these are all the things we should be able to do. We're going to do what? Discuss and all that. So now, oh, I see people tagging all their contacts. So please feel free to tag your friends. So we're going to start now. So I want to give you just 1 minute break to tag all your friends, and I'm going to invite the next speaker. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Just 1 minute, tag everyone. So we will start immediately. Okay, so people, now we are ready to go live. Now we are ready to invite our first speaker for the day. So to start today's event, just for especially for those joining us for the first time, my name is Udenigwe. I'm the sales director for the Untamed, and I'm the host for today's Women's Sports Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. So now I'm going to make the first invite our first speaker for today's event. But I would like to introduce our first speaker. Remember that the topic we're discussing today is what? 21st century woman, right? So the first speaker we have for today's event, we have Dr. Naomi Osemedua. Dr. Naomi is a founding member and also a senior director of the Team. She's a global speaker, coach, and transformational strategist who has spoken at major international events and featured on several global platforms. So I wanted to join me to make a special welcome, Dr. Naomi, to take the stage. So she's going to speak to us about what opportunities that the 21st century women can be able to leverage on, how you need to turn your story towards to profit. So join me to welcome her to take the stage, and don't forget to continue to share the link, tag your friends, let them join. They can as well watch the replay later. So we have here Dr. Naomi. Dr. Naomi, we're so happy to have you here. Thank you so
Hi.
much. Yes. So Dr. Naomi is here. Thank you, Dr. Naomi. Yes, you are welcome. Shadi says, Dr. Naomi, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so
Let me
much.
keep the stage for her. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amaka. What a delight to be here. I remember being a part of the very first Women's Spot Wednesday last month, and it was just phenomenal, being on the stage with so many amazing women. What a beautiful day to be alive. Please let me know where you're joining me from. In the time that I have, I want to talk about something that is so dear to my heart. But before I do that, let me first say thank you to Amaka and the entire leadership at the Untamed for having me. It is an honor. I don't take it for granted every time I have an opportunity to speak and to share. I want to talk about stories and how you can turn your stories to profits. If you're ready to turn your stories to profits, I want you to throw the money emoji. Yes, we're talking about money, and I really want us to be comfortable because first things first, the 21st century woman, she's comfortable with money. Gone are those days where the sound of money starts making you shake. It starts making you feel like, excuse me, what's going on? The 21st century woman is comfortable with money. So when I say throw those money emojis, I don't expect you to throw one bag. I want you to throw the bags. I want you to throw the dollars. I want you to throw the pounds. I want you to throw the yen. I want you to throw the euros. I mean, throw it all in there. Let's get comfortable with talking about money because money solves problems. Money solves problems. Money is a reward for value. Money solves problems. And I'm not talking about making the kind of money that you decide to use to oppress people. That's not the kind of money I'm talking about. I am talking about becoming an influencer, becoming one who impacts her communities, becoming one who makes a difference. If there is trouble and you're not on the list of women that we can call, something is not okay. Oh. Like, can we just have this conversation? Like, it's not okay that there is a problem, there is a challenge, and we're not thinking of you as the top three on the list of women that we can call that will solve this problem. So the 21st century woman is very comfortable with money. Yes, get comfortable with money. Get comfortable with the sound of money. Get comfortable with making money. Get comfortable with spending money. Get comfortable with, just making a difference in your community with money. Get comfortable. This was not the direction I thought I was going to go, but I just had to put it out there. We have to get comfortable with money. So I really want to talk about how you can turn your stories to profits in three simple steps. So first thing I want you to understand is your story is a gift. And I want you to put that in the chat box. My story is a gift. I want you to put it there and I want you to paste it everywhere around your home. Put it in your journal. Put it on social media. Tag me. I said it. Your story is a gift. Your story is a powerful gift that the world needs. A lot of times when people come and, they feel like, Naomi, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, but then I got nothing. I'm always like, hello, you got what? You got a lot. Don't ever, ever, ever think that you don't have anything. And I'm here to tell you today that your story is a gift. So put it in there. Yes, Bridget. Yes, Amomi. Yes. Yes, your story is a gift. And often when I teach this, I share an acronym, and this is my signature framework. An acronym, WRIGHT. And I always share how this came from a moment with God. Like, I'm not that smart, right? But I do believe in God's power, giving me the ability to teach and to speak words of wisdom. And so I was writing and I was creating and I was putting down some of the things that I knew sharing my story had given to the world. And I realized, oh, these are gifts, right? And I think I just had two. I had the gift of hope because I could not put a number to how many people would tell me often, oh, I have hope. Just listening to your story, I have hope. I knew I was giving others the gift of inspiration because a lot of people were inspired by my journey and they just wanted to know how they could take their own stories and just change the world. And by the way, the story I'm even talking about, it's like a very ugly story, but I'll save you the gist. If you want to know the full story, send me a DM on Instagram at Naomi Osemedua and I'll give you the link to the story, right? And so I was putting down these gifts that I knew I had that I was sharing with the world every time I shared my story. And in that place, I really just felt God telling me, okay, there's more. And then I started writing and I realized, oh, there's the gift of wisdom. Because when you share your story with others, you give them wisdom, right? People become smarter. Mistakes that they would have made, they will avoid making it because you have shared your story. And I'm going to give you a very practical example in a second. So stay with me. You give others the gift of rest. So I'm taking the acronym WRIGHT. I'm just giving you this basic before I share the three simple steps on how you can turn your stories to profit, right? So the gift of wisdom is the first acronym W, the gift of rest. There are lots of people who are going to bed every day crying, looking for solutions. Meanwhile, you have the solutions, you have the answers, but for some reason, as a 21st century woman, you're still thinking that you can't show up too much, because people are going to talk, right? You think, oh, people are going to say, is she not doing too much? Which one is this again? And so you're trying to turn on your lights, but sometimes you find yourself shrinking back. Give us the gift of rest by showing up 100%. The third letter of the acronym is I, the gift of inspiration. I've talked a little bit about that. The fourth one is G, the gift of gratitude. Every time you share your story, people are grateful. Trust me. Like sometimes we lose sight of the things we have until we realize, or rather, we lose sight of the things. Okay, no, this is it. We stay in a place of the things we don't have and we lose sight of all that we have until we hear a story and then you're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Have you ever been there where you're like, oh God, I'm sorry. Like, I am so sorry. I have been so ungrateful. I remember a story someone shared once of a guy who was on his way to kill himself. He told his family, you know what, don't stop me. Don't stop me. I'm going to die. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to take my life. And the story says, on his way, a guy who had no clothes stopped him and said, you know what? I'm not going to stop you. But since you're going to die, can I please have your clothes? Like, can you please give me your clothes? For that person, all he needed was just the clothes that this man had so that he could cover his nakedness. Can you believe that? He said, just give me your clothes. And it was at this point the dear friend of ours who was on his way to kill himself realized he had quite a lot going on for him. And right now, very quickly, I want us to just do a quick gratitude exercise. Let me know in the comments, what are you grateful for? And even if you're watching this on the replay, please tell me, what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my voice. I believe so strongly that the voice that God has given me, it goes out to the ends of the earth and just around the world. And thank God for platforms like this, social media platforms, digital media platforms that we can all leverage. You have a voice, you have a story, and it is a gift that the world needs. Okay. So put it in there. What are you grateful for? Amomi says, I'm grateful for hope. I love it. Cherry says, I'm grateful for life and my kids. Wonderful. Put it in there, guys, quickly. All right. And the fifth letter is H, and that is the gift of hope. I always share how when I shared my story of running away from home at 22 and eloping, someone came into my DM on Facebook saying, I'm 35 years old and my auntie keeps taunting me that I will never be married. I'm reading your story and I am so inspired and I believe that there is hope for me. From sharing my story, I never met this girl. 1 year later, I got a message in my DM on Facebook, I'm getting married. And I remember wondering, who is this person? And I scrolled up and I realized it was that same girl. Perhaps in that 1 year, all she held on to was that hope from my story that the God who did it for Naomi, oh, that same God is still alive. Yes. Mbasity says, I'm grateful for life, love, family, purpose. Wonderful. Nora says, I'm grateful for God's faithfulness upon my life and family. Wonderful, wonderful. Guys, keep putting it in there. Gratitude is such a powerful thing. We must practice gratitude. I know it may look like, things are not working. It may look like, where are we going? What's happening in the world? What's going on around us? But the truth is, there's a lot to be grateful for. Yes, Frances says, I'm grateful for my life because by this time last year, I was probably critically ill on a hospital bed. So, yes, thank God for you, Frances. Thank God for you. All right. The final letter in the acronym is T, the gift of time. A wise man once said that time is the currency for destiny. Do you know how much time you can save someone else by simply sharing their story? by simply sharing your story so that they can get the wisdom from your story. Every time I get an opportunity to share, to teach, I know that I'm saving someone time. As a coach, when I work with people, I know I'm saving them time, because what took me 5 years, when I sit with them and I tell them the story and I show them the roadmap, I save them that time. I mean, we don't have forever to live, and for as many ways that we can save time, then come on, why not, right? Why not? All right, so that was just a quick preview. Let me just share with you how you can turn your stories to profits in 3 simple steps. And then I'm going to share a very practical example. And it is from one of our speakers here today. And I stumbled on this story a couple of days ago on social media, and I thought it was just perfect. And I remember thinking about this session, and I knew just sharing that story and what I picked out of that story would drive home exactly what I just shared with you, that your story is a gift. And every time you open up your mouth to share your story, you give others the gift of wisdom, you give them the gift of rest, you give them the gift of inspiration, the gift of gratitude, hope, and time. Now, if you're ready for the 3 simple steps to turn your stories to profits, I want you to put 3 in the chat box. Come on, 3. Put it in there in the chat box if you are ready to learn how to turn your stories to profits. And make sure you tag your people. Share this out. Let people know something is happening here. Something is happening here. Yes, put it in there. 3. I love it. Thank you, guys. I love it. All right. So, number one, how do you turn your stories to profits? Number one, you must have the mindset of abundance. A lot of times people think thoughts that are not in alignment with an abundant life, you know, constantly thinking the worst of things, constantly thinking, the negative end of the stick. It's not going to serve you. If you want to turn your stories to profits, you must have a mindset of abundance. Guys, this is where it happens. In between here, it is where it all happens. That decision that you've been struggling to make and you're wondering what's going on, why can't I decide? It's right here. It's your mindset. And unfortunately, so many of us grow up with, not parents maybe not having enough, and we constantly hear things about money doesn't grow on trees. Don't mind the rich people. People who are rich might have done something bad. I mean, there are people who still believe that people who are wealthy probably are ritualists, and they're scammers. There are some people who don't believe that they're rich people who worked hard to make that money. I promise you. True story. So you must have the mindset of abundance. You must think abundance. You must think, that there is enough for all of us. There is enough for all of us. You must think abundance. You must have an abundance mindset. Second thing, you must go for growth. Mm. That's why I celebrate all of you on this call. You must go for growth. You must understand that you can have a better yesterday. As a 21st century woman, you can't be caught sleeping. Girl, the train is moving. Jump in. Come on. The train is moving. And it's either you're on the train or you're not. I wish there was a middle ground. It's either you are on the moving train or you are not. And so you must go for growth. An opportunity, a community like this, the Untamed, is one of those platforms where you can come and be a part of, because we are in here, right? If you're a part of the Untamed, I want you to throw Untamed in the comments, like throw it in there, proudly Untamed, unashamedly Untamed. Put it in the chat box. This is such a beautiful community because we're constantly learning. This is an avenue. This is one of the many ways that we are investing in our personal development. This is one of the many ways we're growing every week. Power women are coming together to teach us and share knowledge with us. And so, taking 1 hour, 30 minutes out of your time, it will do you a lot of good. As a 21st century woman, you must go for growth. You must invest in books. You must invest in courses, coaches, mentors. You must be willing to learn. You can't sit on the sidelines and say, well, this is what I was told about this thing. And because of that, you choose not to show up. because someone told you something. Why don't you go for knowledge? Why don't you go for growth? And finally, ooh, I love this one. As a 21st century woman who is ready to turn her stories to profits, guess what? You have to be willing to break the rules. Ooh, I'm a rebel. Like I don't follow rules. I often say I'm one of those people who, if I have to do something, I kind of like move first, and then I'm like, like was I not supposed to be here? You know how people just think, I'm a woman, and so glass ceiling. Honestly, can I be honest? And I've shared this publicly before. I don't really believe in all of that because I understand what I carry. I understand that whatever door that opens for me to get into, there is no glass ceiling. Like I will shatter everything on my path. That's what 21st century women do. Come on, throw up some fire emojis if you can feel me. You have to be willing to break the rules. You have to be willing to step out of the box and leave your footprints on the sands of time, and stop giving all of these excuses about, I'm a woman, I have children. I have 4 kids, and I do understand what comes with all of it. Any second from now, I may have my 2 little ones running in here because they just got back from school. But truth be told, I understand that before I became a mother, there was purpose for my life. And so you must be willing to break the rules that tells you you cannot go beyond this point. Who set those rules? Who set those rules? Who set those rules? You must be willing to break those rules. Any rule that would put a cap to who you can be and all that you can have, break it. I said it. Break it. Break it. Break it. Okay, so that's it. I got to run because I know there are power speakers coming, but let me share this very powerful story. And I believe she's the next speaker. We haven't met officially, but on Instagram, she's Abdul Shali, our very own doctor ambassador, Abdul. She shared a story a couple of days ago about a man she went to look for in her former neighborhood. She shared how it took her about 3 hours because she was very determined. I'm going somewhere. Very powerful story. And she shared, how this guy had a shop where he sold vegetables and a few other cooking spices and snacks when she was a child. And he was a very nice person, and her mom would send her to collect stuff on credit, and he will give even more things. And her mom could owe him for a year, and this guy would continue to give on credit. Now, there is something I am going. So stay close, guys, stay close. Because I shared earlier on how every time you share your story, it is a gift. And I shared that there are 6 gifts: the gift of wisdom, the gift of rest, the gift of inspiration, gratitude, hope, and rest. And I want you to share with me the gift that you feel Dr. Ambassador Abdul shared in this story. Like, what did you pick out of this story? I'm almost done. And so she talked about how she would go and buy greens, and he'll pick tomatoes, peppers, and onions and add to it for free. I'm actually reading the full story. And then he would give her biscuits and sweets anytime she got to his shop. And those little acts of kindness made her very happy as a child. Come on now. And when he saw her, like, he was in tears, and not because he was just happy to see her, but he couldn't believe that she remembered him and she made time to go look for him. He still sells vegetables. I can't imagine how many years has passed. And she gave him 1 million naira to add to his business. Amazing. But this is where I'm going to. She said, I told him that I don't forget people from my past, especially those who were very kind to me and my family. That right there is a lesson. That right there is a gift. That right there is the gift of wisdom. Someone reading that story cannot miss that gift of wisdom. The wisdom to not forget the people that have taken care of you on your journey. And she said, I never forget 3 types of people in my life. Like, I wrote this down: those who helped me in difficult times, those who left me in difficult times, and those who put me in difficult times. So tell me, guys, what did you pick from that? What gift did you pick from that story? And you can go to Abdul Shali on Instagram and actually read the story and watch the video. It's just so profound. A simple story of her childhood and the journey to going to find a man who was a blessing to her and her family. And of course, now paying it forward by giving him a gift of 1 million naira. But most importantly, I think for me, it wasn't just the act of kindness, but also the gift of wisdom she shared that you never forget. You never ever forget. Wisdom. Obi says wisdom and guidance. Yes. Francis says, never forget those who stood by me at all times. Absolutely. And so, with that, let me say again, as a reminder, your story is a gift and the world needs it. Please share it. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Amaka, for having me. Thank you, MD. Wow. Thank
Dr.
you.
Noble, why do you want to run away?
No, but it's time. I want other ladies to talk. Come on, Amaka. Come
Thank you
on.
so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Nomi, for that inspirational shot. I was already counting all the different gifts of wisdom, gifts of inspiration, gifts of gratitude. I'm sure that our guests actually learned a lot of things. I'm sure our audience are enjoying all your speech. And also the three things you also reminded that we must have the mindset of abundance and mindset to go for growth and also willing to break the rules. So
Yeah.
please, to all our audience, do you have any question for Dr. Norm? Yes, she said, Charity said this is powerful. Yes, this is really, really powerful, honestly, Dr. Naomi.
Thank you.
Value, thank you so much. Yes, Lydia Sakafo said, thank you. Yes, Omar, me say thank you, Dr. Naomi Osemedua. So, do we have question for Dr. Naomi before she leaves? Because if you have any question around the topic she's discussing, please go ahead and ask question now because this is like a question and answer section. So please go ahead and ask. Yes, 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 yes. Any? So I'm
I'm right
checking the
here.
question. Yes, you are here, Dr. Naomi. You are still here. Please don't go yet. Okay. Looks like we don't have any question. Yes, we
Any
don't have any.
questions?
So thank you very much. And we can always reach out to Dr. Naomi to follow up in case we still need to more. If you want her to explain further, don't forget her Instagram, her Facebook handle. She doesn't hide. Just type Naomi Osemedua, whether on
I'm right
LinkedIn,
here.
Facebook, or Instagram, and she will appear.
I'm
Yeah, she
everywhere.
says
I'm
some
even on
stories.
TikTok. I'm on
Okay.
TikTok.
Oh, really? Oh, that means she's also on TikTok. So
I
Frances
just
said,
got on.
yeah, she said some stories seem difficult to share, especially with Nigerians.
Ah.
Mommy, do you want to
Yeah,
react to
do
this?
you want to be specific? And I think I know where she's going. Yes. Okay. How do we talk about sensitive issues without shame? That's a
Yes.
very good one. So I was going to say, I think I know where she's going with this. So, first things first, I think what has helped me over the years is realizing that your story is not for everybody. There are people that your story will serve, and there are people that need your story to believe that there's still hope for them. And because of them, you show up regardless. If I thought about the shame of sharing how I ran away from home at 22, by 31, I was divorced, I was a single mom, and I'd become a victim of domestic abuse, like that's a very ugly story. But believe me when I tell you that same ugly story has taken me around the world. Like over the last few years, I've spoken on stages across 4 continents. That same story, no other story, that same story. And I think it's because I understood that, yes, I made a mistake. Yes, it was a mess. However, there is so much purpose, right? There's so much purpose for my life. I understand that there are people who need to receive the gift of my story so they don't make the mistakes that I've made. And so I don't think about shame. I don't think about people judging me. I'm so focused on the people that would get the message and make better decisions that I choose to show up. I know there is sensitivity with families. I mean, there might be stories that you might not be at liberty to share because some of the family members are still alive. For that, I will say apply wisdom. Wisdom is profitable for direction. I think there's some elements of my story that I haven't shared and I may never share because I'm applying wisdom. So wisdom is profitable for direction. But feel free to send me a DM in case you want to be very specific about this story and how I can shed more light on it. I'll be happy to help, Frances. And I think you have my number, so you can just chat me up and I can shed more light for you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Naomi. Thank you. I'm sure Frances too is also impressed with your feedback. And to all our guests, in case you have more questions, because we still have other speakers, please reach out to Dr. Naomi on her Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and also on LinkedIn, so you can also get more feedback based on your question. Thank you so much, Dr. Naomi. We're happy to have you here. So now I want to invite our next speaker. Yes, so remember that today we are talking about the 21st century woman, and Dr. Naomi has told us a lot what we need to do by having the right mindset, by we need to be willing to be able to break the rules also, and we need to have the mindset to go for growth. And she talked a lot about sharing your story. She wants us to do what we should, feel free to share your story, right? But also try to do what? Apply wisdom. So now I'm going to invite the next speaker. She is going to share her story also. So I'm going to invite Dr. Ambassador Abdul. But before I invite her, just to read to you briefly about her profile. Dr. Ambassador Sarah Abdul is actually a partner with Untamed and also executive director and founder of the Shamies Unusual Heart Foundation, an Abuja-based NGO, and which their mission is to rehabilitate, empower, and reintegrate ex-convicts into the society through a wide range of advocacy, representation, trainings, and support programs. So since inception of the NGO, Ambassador Sarah has, through her foundation, sponsored the release and rehabilitation of awaiting trial inmates with the lowest bail conditions across the major prisons in Nigeria. This is really touching, and this is really fantastic. Oh my goodness. So please, I want us to join me to make welcome her on stage. I know people are going to ask you a lot of questions. I know people will ask you questions even aside your topic of discussion, because even from your profile already, I know people are looking forward already to ask you a lot of questions. So join me to welcome Dr. Ambassador Sarah Abdul. Dr. Sarah, you are live. You are live on the platform. So please feel free, don't forget to share this link with all your friends. Please invite your friends to join this section. Share the link so that even if they can't watch now, they can always watch the replay. Don't forget that we're streaming this event on the Untamed Nigerian Facebook channel, the Untamed Nigeria YouTube channel, and also on Udenigwe handle on the LinkedIn. So we have Dr. Sarah Abdul here. Thank you
Hi,
very much, Dr. Sarah, for joining our section. Yes, we
thank
can.
you so much. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yeah, thank
Uh,
you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
evening, everyone. I
Yeah,
hope
good
everybody's
evening.
doing okay.
Yes, very well. So let me leave the stage for.
Okay. First of all, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Dr. Ambassador Sara Abdul, and I am the executive director of Shamies Unusual Heart Foundation. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have a lot of businesses, both in Nigeria and international. I didn't really prepare, for this live because I was just informed about it yesterday. But then when I saw the topic, the theme, I said, okay, I needed to come here and, you know, contribute my own quota. Uh, First of all, I want to ask one question for the viewers. Like, can you, in your own terms, like in your own words, explain to me what you think the 21st century woman is? I'll be looking over for your comments. Are you guys there? Well, who do you think the 21st century woman is? What do you think makes a 21st century woman? Hi, Miriam. I can see you. Thank you for joining us. Great. Thank you. She's independent. That's absolutely right. I need you guys to just, interact with me so that we can touch down some little aspects of, things. Yeah, before I continue, I also wanted to just quickly say thank you to Dr. Naomi. Your live session was amazing. It was inspiring. It was motivating, and you're killing it, and I'm super proud of you. I hope that we would have some time, to talk maybe on social media or over the phone. Okay, so let me go straight into my story, right? I'm trying as much as I can to make this session, you know, not too serious because I want us to have an, interactive session. I want us to talk. I want us to, share one or two things together. I I want to share my story with you because my story, I believe, carries a lot of hope. It carries a lot of inspiration to a lot of women, especially, the 21st century women. I started business at the age of 16, and that's about 16 years ago. I can remember very well, I shared this story at the program, and I'm going to share it again so you guys can hear it. I went to school in Jos, in TCNN, and on my first day resumption in SS3, I got punished in school for a crime that I didn't think I committed, by one teacher who was just hating. That's just the word I'll use. He was just really hating, and I went straight to my administrative office teacher, and I told him, I said, his name is Mr. Fash. I said, Mr. Fash, I don't think I want to go to school anymore. And he sat me down. He said, Sarah, what's wrong with you? Why? I said, I was just, punished for a crime that I did not commit, and I don't think this is what I want to do. I don't want to go to school. And he was just trying to convince me, no, you don't have to do that, stay in school. It was my first day resuming SS3, and I was supposed to be graduating that same year. And I left the school. The moment I left the school, the following day, I went to CAC office and I told them that I wanted to register a business. And everybody was looking at me like, who is this one? I was very little, I was very tiny. And, I just wanted to make a difference. I just wanted to make people, see that they can, like Dr. Naomi say, like, you can break the rules. It's very, very, very possible for you to break the rules and don't create boundaries for yourself. So when I did that, I registered my company. My first business company was like an event promotion. And I remember very well how I worked really hard because I had a lot of people say very negative things about me. People were saying I was going to I was going to be a bad person, like dropping out of school at SS3. I was just probably going to just turn out to be wayward or something, and I was determined to prove them wrong. I wanted everybody to see that I could make a difference. I could do something else and I could impact the society. And so I started a business. I sent a letter. I can remember vividly. I sent a letter to Jos International Breweries for them to sponsor my first ever show in Jos, which I titled then the Mama Night, and it featured Timaya, likes of Faze, likes of Mr. Patrick, MC Shakara, this and that. I had to travel around at that age, to meet people, to organize this event, and I actually did it. I did it, guys. Like, I did it. I organized my first show in Jos in 2007. On the same year I left school, and I was really, really proud of myself. I remember When I sent the letter to the Jos International Breweries for sponsorship, and they replied my letter, they asked me to come with my team for a meeting. And I went there and I was alone. And they were all seated on a conference, table, and they were asking me, where are the rest of your team? And I'm like, hey, this is me. I'm alone. I'm the only one doing this, and I really want to do this. And I could see the expression on their face. They were so amazed. They were like, I don't understand. Where did you get this from? And the manager there and then told me, well, because of their policies, they will not be able to, sponsor me officially as a company. But he told me that he was going to sponsor me because of my determination. He was going to sponsor me because of the fact that at this young age, I want to make a difference. I wanted to stand out. I wanted to be able to contribute to the society. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to start making money for myself at a very young age. And I did it. And I'm still doing it. And one of the reasons why I'm speaking here today and I've, you know, taken out time to talk with you guys is because I want to carry people along. I don't want to do it alone. I want to carry as many people as possible along, especially women who are like me, like Dr. Naomi. I'm also a divorcee. I have 3 kids, and I have been through a whole lot, through my life and other things, but that's a story for another day. But then the most important thing I want you guys to know as women, there is nothing as good as your financial freedom, your financial independency, because it saves you a lot. It saves you a lot, and it also it benefits you a lot. It has a lot of advantages. You'll be able to do so many things. You'll be able to help as many people as you want to help, just like I'm doing through my foundation. You'll be able to stand out. Another thing I also wanted to point out is that I noticed, dealing with women, a lot of women these days, one of the major challenges that I encounter when I'm having one-on-one with them is the spirit of procrastination. Procrastination is a dream killer. And if you do not put procrastination out of your way, you will never be able to get anything done. Do it now. Now is the right time. I always tell people, I said, this is the future. The present is the future. Whatever you need to do, you have to do it now. Like, do not create boundaries for yourself. There's nothing that you set out your mind to want to do that you will not be able to do, that you will not be able to accomplish. You will do it if you are determined, if you are resilient. And there is enough space for everyone to succeed. There is enough space for everybody in the sky to succeed. If you push it, if you do it, if you walk the walk, you will be there. You will get it there. You will do what you are supposed to do, and you will do extraordinary things. There was like I said, there was something I wanted to share, but I didn't pen it down. Maybe next time I'll probably pen it down and make it a proper. I'm not so good at public speaking and all of those things, but I'm learning gradually, and I realize that God has put me in a place that I have to talk. So I'm learning to do it. I have to talk. I have to be able to inspire women. I have to be able to encourage women. I have to be able to carry as many women up as, with me as much as possible. Yes, thank you, Whitney. Procrastination is a major dream killer. A major dream killer. Sometime in my life, I let procrastination take over me. And it ate deep into my life, into my business, into my reasoning psychologically. Every day I wake up, I have something to do. I tell myself, no, you do it tomorrow. No, you do it tomorrow. No, you do it tomorrow. And before you know it, 1 month has turned to 2 months, and it has turned to 1 year, and you have achieved nothing. But if you decide to do it today, stop thinking about what happens tomorrow. No, take care of yourself today. Take care of what you need to do today. God will take care of tomorrow. And that has helped me a lot in my journey through business. I take greater steps every time. Like I challenge myself every time to be better than I was before. And you if you keep doing that, you realize that the least you could ever be was what you were yesterday. Again, another thing I want to stress on is like whatever is what doing well. If you have overcome the spirit of procrastination and are determined to do something, and you set your feet up on it to do it, you need to do it well. You need to do it well. And for you, in order for you to succeed, you need to do it well. You need to push as hard and as you can. I don't know if a lot of you are following me on Instagram. Last month, my daughter challenged herself because she's 18. I just started her off, on the Untamed affiliate marketing, and she decided to retail the perfumes. And she challenged herself and said she was going to sell 200 bottles of perfume in 1 month. And what I did was support her because I saw how hard she was working. I supported her, I pushed her. There were times that she was feeling down and feeling like, no, I'm not going to be able to meet my goal. And I tell her, no, don't do that. Get up and walk. Do what you need to do. It's your business. Own it. Don't be shy. Post when you need to post. Speak to people with confidence. And, before you know it, she was pushing and pushing and pushing, and she made it. She did. So I'm sharing all of this with you because I want you guys to know that you need to also put in the work. You need to put in the work. Success just doesn't come like that overnight. No. You have to work. You have to work, and you have to be willing to work. You have to be willing to put away all negativity, all negative thoughts. You know, uh, I was watching a short clip, I think yesterday or so, and a man was saying everything about life is a risk. Living is a risk. Going out of your house is a risk. There is nothing that you do that is not risky. So why don't you take major steps that you think is risky, but that will give you results? So try as much as you can, put away negativity. You want to do something, do it. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anything stop you. Do not let anything, kill your positive vibes, your positive energy. You need that to be able to succeed, to be able to achieve whatever you have to do in life. And lastly, most importantly, I mean, I am a honorary doctorate degree holder, Doctor of Humanities. Humanity is one thing that I love. I don't know. I was just naturally born with it. I love to give. I love to give back. I derive my satisfaction, my joy from giving back to the society. Like there are times that I'm down and out and I don't really have money and I could give the last money in my account to someone. The fact that I know that I put a smile on someone's face would make me happy. And I always hold on to that part, that says, givers never lack, and it has always worked for me. So in giving, I'm not just talking about giving people money or giving people food or giving people knowledge. If you can, educate people on how to be better, how to help themselves, expose them to business opportunities, expose them to, you're helping them, you're giving them, you're pushing them. In my cycle, I don't leave anyone behind. I do not leave anyone behind. There is nobody that has gotten this close to me that does not grow. They have to grow because I will keep pushing you to be better and better and better and better every day. If you get this close to me and you do not grow, then that means there's something fundamentally wrong with you. You can go and check my track record and find out. I always push people to do things that they could never imagine that they would ever be able to do. And I support them to the best of my ability. I give them all the support they need. I give them all the, information, whatever connections that they need to succeed. Because there is enough space for everyone to succeed. There is enough space for everyone to succeed. So, guys, I don't know if you guys have, any questions for me before I leave. Um, Thank you, Amaka. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Um, it's
Surely, like it's really like for me, I don't feel like letting you go. Honestly, to be honest, and I'm sure that even the audience, yeah, Bridget is already saying, "Wow, great value. This is really, really deep." Yes, it's really deep. First, I want to appreciate you first for sharing your story with us, for allowing us, to, have at least an idea of, things that have happened in your life. And not just that, what I like so much is that your story is really, really inspiring. And just like what you said, there are a lot in the space. We need to give, like, it's not just about giving people money. We need to give opportunity. We need to give people
right,
ideas and
right.
all that. And there is something you said. You said you don't leave your cycle, like, and this is also what we promote here in the community. We believe that we're a
Mm-hmm.
community, and as a community we need to work together, we need to support each other, we need to
Right.
make sure that individually, everybody is also achieving their individual goal.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, like, I don't know how to say thank you, but I want to look at the comment section and let's see what people are saying. And I see some of your team members here, telling you,
Right.
Team Charlie, supporting you also. Yes, I see a
Thank you
lot of
guys for the love. Thank you so much for the
exactly,
love. I truly appreciate it.
exactly. So, do we have question for Charlie before we let her go? Do we have questions so we can bring in the final speaker for today? It's really been an amazing day, starting with Dr. Charlie now to, starting with Dr. Naomi now to Dr. Charlie. So let's see any question. Okay, no, we don't. They say
Yeah,
Team
no.
Charlie is the best mentor. Oh, that's fantastic. I like that.
Oh, thank you so much, Miriam.
Yeah.
She's one of my students.
Oh,
And
wow.
please, I would like to add that if you're one of my guests and you want to join my Telegram group, you can just follow me on Instagram. Click the link on my bio. There, I share tips with a lot of people on how to make money online, how to generate income online, how to add to your streams of income. And so far so good. I've dedicated my time, my energy, my effort, my money to doing this, and that is because I enjoy doing it. So if you want to be part of that group, join us and let's get it going.
So thank you very much, Charlie. In case for those that you didn't hear, you don't know her handle on Instagram is Abdul Charlie. Charlie, we don't know your handle on Facebook. For those who want to
It's
follow you.
Abdul B Shali on Facebook. Abdul B
Okay, on
Shali.
Facebook.
Yes,
Okay.
on
Oh,
Facebook.
that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Charlie. We're so
Thank
happy to have
you.
you, and
Thank you
thank you
so
for
much,
sharing your
Amaka. God
story.
bless
We really
you.
appreciate this. Yes, thank you so much. So now we want to invite the next speaker for today. So the next and the last speaker for today's event. I want to thank all our guests. You've all really been very, amazing and fantastic. For those joining us today for the first time, this is Women's Sports Wednesday, and this event happens every Wednesday. And today we're discussing about the 21st century woman, feel free to drop your question on the comment section. So now I want to invite the speaker, the last speaker for today. I want you to stay, share the link, invite your friends. So now we're going to have our energetic Kiki Okewale. Kiki Okewale is actually a founding member and the senior director with the Untamed. She is fondly called the Blink Queen. She has always sought to lift others through philanthropy, inspiring words, and she's also the convener of High Achievers Tribe. It's also a business growth series on Instagram, and she also has built a fashion empire called House of Plush Exclusive, Hope Fashion, and St. Kicks Couture. So I'm going to invite her today she is our last speaker for today, and I wanted to continue to share the link. And let's give her some fire emoji as I invite her to take the stage. Kiki is live with us. Kiki. Okay, so are we ready for
Hi.
her? Oh. Hi, Kiki.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon. We're so happy to have you. So I want to leave the stage because I know the fire, her energy, everything. I can see, the Untamed hand is already giving you fire. So I want to leave. I want to leave before this fire.
There's,
I don't,
there's
it's
no,
not the kind of fire
there's
I'll get
no
confused.
fire today, Amaka. I've been getting fire from all the speakers. Like, my book is filled up. Look at that. My
Oh
book
my
is
goodness.
filled up. I think we've had an amazing session, really. But I mean, I'll
Yes.
just say my beats in a very short while, and we'll just end it. It's been an amazing session so far.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so Kiki, take the stage.
Alrighty. Hi, people. Hi, everyone. Okay, this is your girl here. Like I like to say that. My name is Kiki Okewale. And okay, MD will be upset because he taught me how to turn this screen so that I can be bold, but I forgot. So forgive me. I believe that you can see me. I wouldn't be able to turn the screen now. So my name is Kiki Okewale. Yes, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have multiple businesses that I do, and recently I founded the Women High Achievers Tribe. It's a community of women supporting women, women empowering women, women opening doors for women, creating a safe space where we can all be vulnerable, we can all share, those deep things that we've been keeping and we don't feel confident enough to talk about it. And so when they were informed me that I was talking about, the 21st century women, I'm like, yes, I mean, that's what we need to be talking about right now, because every woman, yes, founder of women, thank you. Every woman actually needs that support. Okay. And I want to really say well done to Dr. Naomi. Dr. Naomi is one of my coaches and mentor, and the journey has been so amazing. And she's also the reason why I decided to join the Untamed business opportunity. So I understand that today is Women's Spot, but it's brought to you by the Untamed global brand um, in 26 countries right now and still counting. And if I can speak for Untamed, it's a global brand trying to ignite uncompromising change for women. Okay, and talking about the 21st century woman, everything aligns. So a very big thank you to Dr. Naomi. I'm talking about mindset shifts. I'm talking about understanding that there's room enough for everybody to win. And that's why I applaud every woman who actually tries to bring other people into this business opportunity, because it takes a woman that understands that there's room enough for everyone to win, to invite other people to come and be a part of their community, to invite other people to come and be a part of their tribe. So it takes a lot of maturity. Dr. Naomi says this all the time, that this business is one that if you do not like to see other people win, if you do not like to see other people grow, then you won't want to do it. And it just comes easy for me because I'm doing this every day anyway. I'm trying to encourage people. I'm trying to lift them up. I'm trying to create different business opportunities and share with people. So when I heard about this, it was like, this is where I am meant to be. So thank you, Dr. Naomi, for all the hard work and pouring into us. Dr. Abdul, oh my goodness, what will I say? It was such a pleasure to sit with you on stage during the launch of the Hot Shot, and hearing from you again today. Your story is always very impactful, and you know, I like the way you just communicate with people. Thank you so much. I did write here, you know, we need to do what we need to take. And one thing I picked from that, and I want everybody to pick, is life itself is a risk. I did a live video today and I talked about whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. Regardless of whether you're going to fail or not, you've got to keep going. Okay? And you know, I say this, if somebody dies in their sleep, it doesn't stop you from going to sleep the next day or that same night. Okay, so some of us let fear and, you know, failure and our past mistakes stop us from what the future has in stock for us. I want you to understand that even if you fail at something, it does not make you a failure. You've just learned one way that you shouldn't do it again. That's just it. If those people who created the bulb didn't try 999 times, we wouldn't have electricity bulb today. They kept trying. And every time they failed, they understand that that's one way they wouldn't do it right. So it's okay for us to be afraid, but then do it afraid anyway. I want you to put in the comment section, I am going to do it afraid. Do it afraid anyways. Thank you so much, Made in Nigeria. All right, so whatever it is, life throws at you. And today, you know, they've told me to talk about the power of a community. That's also because at a very young age, I felt a need to be a part of something that is bigger than me. I felt like, you know, just like Dr. Abdul said, at the very age of 11, you know, my story changed for the worse when I lost my father. And as the only girl, and I had 5 brothers, I felt like I was all alone. I didn't have that support system of a woman. Yeah, my brothers were awesome, but you know, there's some things life throws at you that you need other women. You need people, women who understand, ladies, children, female who understand what you are going through, you know, to be able to share your story, your journey with them. And so because I always wanted that, growing up, I've always been intentionally, you know, built communities, being a part of something bigger than me. As I was working from the age of 11, even at the age of 16, when I became a manager in a company, you know, I was pulling women together because, you know, gone are the days where, and I don't know why, for some reason, a lot of people feel like, you know, the idea of you saying you're self-made, you know, it sweeps people off their feet, and, you know, self-made is awesome. Yes, it's good. But if you look back in history, if you read the stories of people, you understand that for you to get to where you're going and for you to get there even faster, it's a community effort. It's a pooled effort. People have mentors, people have coaches, people have friends, people have sisters, people have people who come together and say, how can I make you achieve your goals? It's okay to be self-made. At the age of 11, I wanted to prove a point that the fact that my father died and the fact that I was a spoiled child and everybody was looking at me that nothing will come out of this girl's life. She's so spoiled. What can she possibly do? At that point, I wanted to do it to prove a point. I didn't have support. I didn't have anyone I could call. It was difficult. It was hard. Did I make some? Yes. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm here today. I'm sure you all have your own stories. We all have our own unique stories, like Dr. Naomi said. I've been able to share my stories on different platforms. I've been able to, you know, a lot of people have been able to resonate with my story because we all have one thing or the other that makes us different, that makes us unique. There's something inside of us that needs to come forth. There's a child, there's a purpose, there's a dream, there's a life inside of you that needs to come forth. And sometimes for you to achieve those things and achieve it on time, because some of us, we get to a particular age before we start living that life of purpose, because we try to do it by ourselves. We want to be self-made. We don't want other people to say that, I supported her. There's nothing wrong with you getting support. There's nothing wrong with you being a part of a community, being a part of something that is bigger than you. And so today I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why I think that every woman needs a community. Now, let me talk about the Women High Achievers Tribe. It started just barely 2 months ago. For 8 years now, I've wanted to have a community of women where we can come together, share the same goals, share the same visions, share the same dream. And then we come and say, what is that thing that you want to achieve? Then we come together. Who has this connection? Who knows this person? You're a business person. You're thinking about business opportunities or how to market your business. We all need to understand that, nobody is an island. No one is an island. We need to come together as a force. There's so much we can achieve when we come together. You know what they talk about a broomstick? When it's one broom, it can be broken. But when it's a bunch, when it's a big broom, when it's a bunch put together, it cannot be broken. There are so many places you should be right now. There are so many opportunities waiting for you right now. But because you want to do it yourself, because you don't want to be a part of a community, because you don't want to have something bigger than you, you're limiting yourself. A lot of people are out there limiting their potentials, limiting themselves, thinking that they cannot become that great, phenomenal person. But that's not the story. The truth of the matter is there's so much inside of you. But sometimes maybe all it takes is that connection. All it takes is that one phone call. All it takes is somebody speaking to you and bringing forth that purpose that you have inside of you. I don't know what it is that you're planning to do. I don't know what it is that, your purpose is. But I'm here to tell you that God does not waste his time creating someone without a purpose. There's something inside of you that needs to come out. And so you need to leverage on people. And I put it here, I said, and I want you to type this down in the comment section. Alone, we can do so little. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Together, we can do so much. When Dr. Naomi told me about the Untamed business opportunity, my first reaction was no. And then I went back and I thought about it. For 8 years, I've been trying to build a community of women. On social media, those that follow me know how I try to support women, especially who are in business. I do free adverts for women. I push them. I motivate. I inspire. It is my life purpose to make sure that you do not remain the same. You cannot be around me and remain the same. Something's got to change. Something has got to move. A shift has got to happen. Your mindset of limiting yourself has to move because there's so much more that you can do. And when I talk to people, I let them understand there's something that is limiting you. You are the reason. You limit yourself so much. You don't want to shatter the glass ceiling. You are okay with normal. How can you be okay with it? It is not okay. You've got to break free. You've got to break yourself and go out there and become that phenomenal person you were created to be. But you're letting fear stop you. What would people say? Really? Seriously? I was speaking to somebody yesterday and she was like, this is what I really wanted to do. I'm just so worried that if I don't do it well and if it doesn't succeed, people are going to laugh at me. So what? I say to people, I'm going to keep trying. I don't care how many times I fail. It doesn't make me a failure. Type in the comment section. Failing doesn't make me a failure. Failing doesn't make me a failure. You just keep learning. I shared on my IG today, I said they gave us a target, to meet for you to be qualified for the Dubai trip. A lot of people in the community can afford to travel to Dubai. But listen, it's amazing for somebody to say, I want to give you free trip, all expense paid for. And then I put my best foot forward. I did everything I thought I could do in my capacity, but I didn't hit my target. Does that make me a failure? No, it doesn't. And that's the same thing you should think about. All I know is I did my best. Now, as of January up until now, did I hit all my targets? No. Does that make me a failure? No, because I am not the same person I was in January. It's not about holding the medal. It's about what you've gained in the process. It's about what you've learned. I've gotten better. I've learned personal development, patience. I've learned resilience. I've learned consistency. I keep learning. And that's what you should as well. There's so much that you can do. We pay so much attention, you know, to the end goal. And then we don't enjoy the process. You need to put it in the comment section. Enjoy the process. You've got to enjoy the process. That is what makes you. That is what defines you. It's not the medal that you're holding. It's the race that got you towards the medal. And so whether you get the medal or not, you should understand. You should applaud yourself. You should clap for yourself. Celebrate your wins. It's so important. And that's what this community has done for me. So in the past 6 months, how time flies, right? We celebrated 6 months already. And some people we share this opportunity with, that we share this same opportunity. I know that I've made money in millions joining this community. I've made money. Have I made the kind of money I want to make? No, there's still room for growth. But I've made money in millions. And if I just stick to the business that I'm doing, I wouldn't have this side money that keeps coming in. It keeps coming in monthly. But that's not even the point. I am enjoying the process. I've never done anything like this before. I'm inspired. Last month, you know, just before the closing, I saw Dr. Abdul's daughter sell 200 perfume. I'm like, oh my God. And this is also why you need to be intentional about your circle. I want to talk about circle right now. You've got to be intentional about your circle. You've got to be intentional about the people around you. Because when a daughter picked a goal for herself, a mom went ahead to tell her circle, and they started supporting. They started putting it up there. They started pushing it. They started helping. Your circle, your network is your network. Your network, put it in the comment section. Your network is your network. Why do I say this? And it's so funny. In fact, Mike came the same day I saw that post, and I said to her, oh my God, look at this. A 19-year-old girl sold 200 perfume in one day. And I said to her, okay, Kiki is about to start this business. Come and patronize her. She laughed and she said, how much is the perfume? I said 36,000. And she laughed. She said, no, I'm not interested. And you know, I said to her, I said, I'm changing my circle. I'm changing my network. I said, it's not working. You've got to be intentional. And it's not just about this. It's not just about this business. It's about everything around you. When you need support, who do you call? When you need prayers, who do you call? You know, the thing is, you need to have a circle of friends that when you want to talk serious, you know who to call. When you want to talk money, you know who to call. When you want to go spiritual, you know who to call. Your circle of influence is so important. And I refuse to compromise on my circle. I've been making intentional steps about my circle. No more will I limit myself. No more will I be the champion in my circle. I've got to be in a circle of people that I'm also looking up to. If you are the only one in your circle that has influence, you are in the wrong circle. You are in the wrong circle. You've got to change. You've got to move. You've got to be intentional about the people you want around you. And that's why this community, the Untamed community, is one community I recommend to everyone. The doors that have opened for me from the space of 6 months that I joined this community, I've spoken to people I never thought I'd be able to speak to. They've opened doors I never thought would be opened for me. Sometimes all it takes is that phone call. Kiki is part of my community, and the doors start opening. I don't know what is limiting you. I don't know what is stopping you. I don't know why you have not joined this community. But just like Dr. Abishali said, I forgive my voice. It's been a very long month. And I mean, the past 3 weeks has been very, very tough for me. So forgive my voice. And when I get very passionate about something, my voice even gets cracked the most. So forgive me. But seriously, though, I don't know who invited you here, but you need to say a very big thank you to that person. And you need to go and join that tribe. You need to go and join that community. Because listen, there's so much that this community has done for me. You see, when you are in a circle of a community, and I'm talking about the right people who you have the same vision, the same goal. You know, this Dr. Abishali's, whose daughter sold 200 perfume and made 2.1 profit on that. Imagine what more this child would be able to come up with. Imagine if you are in a circle of amazing women like us with the Untamed business. Do you know the kind of people you're going to be speaking with, the kind of people you're going to be meeting with, the kind of opportunities that will be opening for you, the kind of doors? In my tribe, in my community, we do different kinds of training, because what I try to do is bring different business opportunity, and then we train you on how to push yourself, on how to position yourself, on how to market, on how to put yourself out there. I have a lot of people that in my tribe, they say they've never done live video. And now they are now becoming masters of live video. It's about impacting people's lives. It's not just about the money you make. And that's what I say to people. It's about your personal development. When you become a part of this community, there's training. Back to back, they give you a challenge that will push you, that will make you leave your comfort zone. You see that comfort zone that you are saying, nothing new is going to come out of it. Because guess what? Old keys will not open new doors. Well, help me put that in the comment section. Old keys will not open new doors. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, see, my people are here. Say what? Yes, that's what we're talking about. That's what we say in our tribe. Say what? Women High Achievers Tribe. Because we're about to crash the glass ceiling. Something is coming to shake the space of Nigeria. And it's called the Women High Achievers Tribe. Because no more are we limiting ourselves. No more are we doing normal. It's about time. Women, there's so much inside of us. We just need to move. We need to push. You need to understand that you were built for more. Put in the comment section, I am built for more. You are built for more. There's something inside of you. And I don't care what you have right now. I don't care how much money you've got. I don't care how much influence. There's still room for more. There's still room for more. When a butterfly wants to be born, they need to break free. They need to break free and start building again from scratch. There's still something, regardless of what your account number is right now. Whether it's so high you feel like you have enough. If you think you have enough for you, how about you have more for the people whose life is bending on you? The people who are waiting for you to become more, for them to become more. So I don't know where you're joining us from today, but I want to let you know that this community is the community to be. Go to the person that invited you and go join. Ask more about the Untamed business opportunity. In last month, people made millions. Every month, people are making money in millions, in hundreds. It's about the effort you bring in. But guess what? It's a community that you are in for you, but you are not alone. There's a support system to push you, to rally around you, to make sure that you set a goal and you hit your goals. So it's very important that you go back and stop limiting yourself. Okay? You are built for more. There's something more inside of you that needs to come forth. So I don't want to talk much today. I've been talking. I've been talking, and I said I won't talk much. But I just want to quickly let you know something. One of the few reasons why you need a community, and please, I want you to write this down so that you don't forget. for inspiration and motivation. A lot of things has happened in the last couple of months since I joined this Untamed. Every time I'm weak, every time I'm tired, every time I'm about to give up, there's somebody out there in this community encouraging me, supporting me, pushing me, inspiring me, telling me that, Kiki, you're doing well. Sometimes, yes, it's okay for you to applaud yourself. You have to always self-appreciate yourself. But sometimes you also need people around you who tell you that you're doing well. So that's one reason for you to get support. Okay, you need to do it to get motivation, inspiration, so that when you are down, there's somebody holding you and lifting you and pushing you and telling you that it's okay. Even if you didn't hit your target, next month is here again. We will do better. That's one reason. Inspiration and motivation. The number two is shared lessons. Now, in the space of 6 months, I've had the opportunity of going on live videos with a lot of women. I've had the opportunity of speaking to different women, and I've learned from their own lesson. They've learned from my own lesson. Life cannot be done alone, and it is okay. We all need support. We all need to be surrounded with the right people. It is so important. No matter how talented you are, no matter how gifted you are, you're not going to get very far without learning from other people. You're not going to get very far without leveraging on other people. And that's why I always talk about the 3L. When you're part of this community, you learn from us, you lean on us, and you leverage on the different people that are on this platform. So don't forget the 3L. You learn from us, you lean on us. We give you that shoulder. And not just about this business, for all the other businesses that you do. We use our influence to open doors. Just like I said, a lot of people have opened doors for me. A lot of people have opened doors of influence. A lot of business opportunities have come in. So don't forget, okay? So the third one is contact. And that's what I just talked about. The contact that I've been able to have access to right now cannot be put into figures. So in as much as I'm making this money, there's still other benefits that I'm getting. The contacts that I'm getting that is helping all my other businesses. Even my tribals are supporting my business. The community members are supporting me. I mean, that's so amazing. Isn't that amazing, guys? I mean, I won't even lie. This company is one company that I will never take for granted. They take you seriously. Your growth is so important for them. You don't even understand what you're missing if you're yet to become a part of this. You're missing so much. Last month, I made over 500,000 as a side hustle. At the end of the month before, I used to be so down because I'm the one paying staff. But now, as I pay my staff, I look forward to my account from the Untamed because I know something will shake body. Something will drop. What would having an extra stream of income do for you? Put it in the comment section. I want to know as I close. What will having extra stream of income, what will having 500K monthly as a side hustle, what will it do for you? What will having 2 million naira? Some people made up to 4.9, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 200K, 100K, 70K. What will having extra stream, extra money that is not your main hustle? And let me even tell you, some people are dropping their main hustle to come and focus on this side hustle. Because when your side hustle is paying you back to back, even more than your salary, then you've got to rethink it. But what will extra income do for you? Put it in the comment section. For me, extra income will give me the opportunity to spend more time with my children. Because when I travel, I understand that whether I'm there or not, my side hustle business is bringing in money. You know, extra stream of income will help me achieve my purpose faster. Why? Because it is my life's mission to empower people. I'm always, every time we're having empowerment classes, we're having empowerment school for people, teaching them free of charge. All expense paid for by me. So extra stream of income will help me, give me the opportunity to support even more people. I have people that we're sponsoring to school. We have people that we're doing empowerment for. Come and learn how to do fashion. Come and learn how to make made in Nigeria bags. Come and learn how to make shoes. Come and learn how to make wigs. Come and learn how to do makeup. Having extra stream of income would do so much more for me. If I was able to impact 10 people, now I can do 50. So what will extra stream of income do for you? I'm seeing all your comments. Thank you. I'm about to round up. And another reason why you need a community, it gives you opportunities. Opportunities all around. Connection. Opportunities. You know, you just keep opening more doors and more doors. Now, the last one I want to talk about is it gives you opportunity for fun. Listen, let me tell you something. Problem no dey finish. But there is solution all around us. If we look, you're not ever going to have a life that you don't have any challenges. But when you are in the right community, you'll be able to have fun, even during those challenges, because other people are coming to support you. You say a community is like an airplane, right? We've got different parts. It comes together to create that plane, to take you from one destination to the final destination in peace. That is what a community does for you. It gives you that support. It gives you that love. It gives you that encouragement when you are down. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you in the community. If you're here through me, come to me. Let's bring you on board. If you're here through whoever invited you to this opportunity to hear from me and all the amazing speakers, go back to everyone who invited you and, you know, ask them how you can become a part of the Untamed business opportunity. Because let me tell you something, there's money to be made. And whether you do it or not, people are making that money. So it is up to you to make a decision that you want to join the people that are making the money. You want to join the people that are having the influence. You want to join the people that are getting different opportunities. You want to join the people that are getting the connection that is taking their business even to the next level. That decision is solely yours. So at the end of today, you have two choices. Whether to keep complaining about how bad the country is, how bad the world is right now, everything is getting so expensive. Or you make a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to go. I'm not going to be part of the complainers. Because listen, I'm tired. There are so many people complaining. And I don't want to be surrounded with so much complaint. Because whatever you feed yourself, it grows. You need to start feeding yourself with positivity. You need to start feeding yourself with opportunities. You need to start feeding yourself with connection. You need to start feeding yourself with a mindset of abundance. There's money to be made. Don't let those people who don't understand the journey pull you down. Some people say, oh, affiliate marketing is this, network marketing is this, until you are able to break free from what people are saying and make a decision for yourself, for your life. Because when you cannot feed, people will not come and buy you food. When you don't have money to pay your rent, these people that you are listening to will not come and pay your bills for you. You have to make that decision. Whatever decision you make, you have to be able to stand by it and say, it was my decision. I, Kiki Okewale, made a decision in December to join the Untamed business opportunity. And it's been one of the best decisions that I have made. I hope you'll be able to do the same so that in 6 months' time down the line, 3 months' time down the line, a month down the line, you will be able to come up here and share your story of how you moved from complaining to a mindset of abundance and you started living a life of purpose. All right, so I look forward to seeing you in our community. Over to Amaka. I don't know if I have any questions.
Oh my goodness, I said it, fire everywhere. Thank you very much, Kiki, for that fantastic presentation. Thank you for sharing with us what we need, why we need inspiration. All we need, as you know, we're talking about the 21st century woman, and she has nailed everything. So can we go back to all the points she mentioned? She said we need inspiration and encouragement. We need what shared, what lessons, contact, opportunities, and what are the platform where we can be able to get this is joining community. And she recommends that you join the Untamed, because in the Untamed you have access to all this, not just the social network, personal development, the money, the contact, the opportunity. So what are you waiting for? So want to be part of our amazing community. Thank you so much, Kiki. So let me look at the comment section and see. She said, best presentation. Always love you. This is fantastic. Diana Rose, we have thank you for a nice lesson. Kiki, you are wonderful. Oh my goodness, I need to paint this here, babe. Well done, Kiki. Mercy. Thank you. So the Untamed had to say, thank you so much, Fabrics by Kiki Okewale, for an outstanding section. This is today has been a very inspiring day, and thank you very much. She said she's fired. Yes, I told you people that she's fired. I didn't expect anything less. Thank you very much, Kiki, for that fantastic section. It's been a very hope you can hear me. Yeah, so it's been a very wonderful time with you, Kiki. Thank you. We really appreciate. So now to all those joining us today for the first time, this is the time for us to end the Women's Sports Wednesday for this week, right? But for us to end today's event, I want to start first to appreciate all our speakers. I want to start with Dr. Naomi Osemedua for, setting the stage on fire for us by talking about how we can do what? Start making profit from our stories. She said we should have the confidence to share our story and also apply wisdom in case you feel there are things you don't want people to know about. Then the next person is Dr. Ambassador Abdul. We thank you so much for, sharing your story with us. It was really a very inspiring story. What touched me so much is when she mentioned about her cycle, that she doesn't leave anybody behind. She makes sure that, aside offering people money, she makes sure she offers them what? Opportunities, ideas, connection, and she also follow through to make sure they do what? They succeed. So that's really amazing one. And to the last speaker we have today, Kiki Okewale. I don't know how to describe you, but her energy, her vibe. Thank you for also sharing with us what we also need. Yes, you mentioned, yes, we need what? We need inspiration, we need opportunities, we need to grow our contacts, we need to we need to be very intentional about doing all this. And she also recommends, she shared her personal experience about joining the Untamed community. And she recommends that because in the Untamed, the vision of the Untamed is to ignite the uncompromising change for women. Yes, and we are doing this. We are building a strong community for women globally. We are currently in 26 countries, and we're leveraging on the social selling model. So we are inviting you to join our community. You see all the amazing women on the platform. You see our guest speakers. So we want you to come and join us to bring in your value. Yes, this is what we want you to do, right? We want you to join this amazing community so you can also come and do what? Share your own value. We have amazing people. All our community members are really, really fantastic. In case you're a guest here, you're not part of this community, there is a lot you stand to benefit being part of this amazing community. What I recommend you do now is this. If you know the person that invited you to attend this section, please make sure you meet the person to guide you on how you can be able to get started with your Untamed immediately. Because all the speakers have said it, right? And it's very, very important to leverage on this platform for you to do what? Start achieving your goals. We have less than 6 months to end the year. I know you're already on a journey achieving your goals, but trust me with your team, right? You will really appreciate the opportunity to be part of this platform. So let's look at what is in the comment section before we end. Bridget said it was powerful. Frances said all the speakers were amazing. Yes, because we have amazing people in the community. Even you, Frances, you're also an amazing person. Bridget said it was powerful. Yes, more said, thank you, Amaka, for bringing amazing speakers on this women's sports section. Thank you, me. Thank you so much. We have amazing people, so we can't, bring anything less, right? Yes, we have amazing people on our platform. So she said, I listened to the last two speakers, though late, but I enjoyed every bit of it. That's fantastic. Yes. Ogene, I will advise you to make sure, watch this replay later, send it to your friends, tag your friends also, let them also watch this replay. They can watch it at their own convenience time. And let me recommend, do you know you can download each of their presentation and also use it for your presentation? You can use it for some of your meetings. right? So share the link. Maybe during your community meetings or your private meeting with your friends, you can present them and let them listen to some of the speakers. So that's the interesting thing about we having this on our Facebook platform. So Gift said, thank you so much, Untamed. If I have my way, I'll bring the world to join us. Oh, this is really, really fantastic. Gift is also one of our community members from Port Harcourt. Yes, so now thank you everyone. But before we leave, I also want to appreciate all our guests for joining. Appreciate all our community members. I also want to appreciate our managing director who is always there at the back end supporting us. Yes, he's Mr. Isido Ogunjofo. He's also a pharmacist by profession. We want to tell you thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for being the boss that everybody needs, right? Always, giving us direction on everything, and also being the brain also behind the Women's Sports Wednesday. So thank you very much, everyone. So we are going to end today's Women's Sports Wednesday. Yes, Bridget said MD of life. Yes, he is actually MD of life. So we're going to end today's section, and I will look forward to see you again next week Wednesday. Trust me, we're going to bring another amazing speakers. I want you to always look forward for this time. Follow our Facebook page. Make sure you set the notification so we can always get notification for our events. Don't forget that if you have friends who are not on Facebook, send them a link to watch this replay on the Untamed YouTube channel. For those joining us from the LinkedIn, thank you also for joining us, and we want to see you again next week. So have a very fantastic evening. Goodbye.